Hi. Oh, I said I don't recognize myself anymore, and I meant it. I'm swollen like a hostage, and of course I'm overweight because you can't get out of your cell. It's just a lot, I don't recognize myself anymore, man. No, when I look in the mirror, no. I'm not going to be held hostage forever, all my life. And my guidance was do a video. But don't talk about this terracel, which I'm not going to specify because that's talking about it. And don't talk about this house anymore, right, folks? So this will not be on the public spectrum. I'm okay in my prison cell, my room. It's not a room, it's a cell. You can see by coming in and seeing the boarded up windows and the ceiling collapsed. I don't need to do this because this is talking about the terracel is what I'm actually doing. Any of it. Don't do it. So we're not going to. The fish curry turned out really good. And my vegetable bhaji, I tried to make the specialty masala spice just by putting the ingredients in there at least. I think it did the purpose somewhat. Just get the spice, I'm intending to do that. Yeah, you can make it, but I don't want to make absolutely everything. Like, come on. I have found in the city, I can talk about the city, okay? Since I came here, you notice it right away. Like, what kind of war zone are you in, man? They're doing something really funny here, man. You don't have to throw a stone too far to find some bullshit criminal shit they're doing in this town. So I try to ignore the screaming fire department. They've been screaming for their lives all day. They deserve it. I'm not going to talk about this terrorist cell. Nope. Their sirens are screaming, okay? If anyone's wondering. They deserve it. Okay, you don't wish death. I can talk about them. These types fire guys, these big fighter guys, been in my account for 5 years. You don't wish death on no women running around in their pajamas in no bedroom. No, you don't. You don't pimp women. No, you don't do that. You don't ass fuck women. No, that's pretty gnarly, man. What else do the fire department's not supposed to do? You don't value people in your town off if their skin is white. No, you don't. Look, I could go down the list, but I'm getting sidetracked. The bhaji. So in DC, not too far did I have to throw this one stone. I'm like, you can get anything here, which was not so hard for me because I can make it, but it became rather irritating that I had to make everything. That's okay if a chef wants to make a lot of stuff, okay, but to do it by force because you're in a town that's one big criminal syndicate. Anyways, so I'm going to get the bhaji spice and do this vegetable dish a lot. It's vegan, yeah, but it's so good. You could have that with your bread, your naan bread, and you wouldn't need to eat meat for that meal. It's just wonderful. Gonna finish that up today. I got my little naan bread out. Because of the GRU and the Pentagon, Mamacita can go in there again and cook. I can't talk about the terracel. I can't talk about this house, so we're not going to explain what I'm saying by that. I'm just gonna say because of these people, these professionals, I'm free to do that. So I'm going to fry up with butter some more naan bread and eat my wonderful bhaji. Vegan is so good. Oh, you don't care. It's just so good. And all the spices in there are very good for your body. It's medicine. I'm looking forward to that today. It's like you're going to imprison me in a cell and walk around brainless. I know. I can't talk about the DC civilians. There's a lot of stuff that I can understand why I'm off limits. Just choose to discuss something else, please, while you're doing the video. And that's okay. We will do that. Okay, yeah. I have to kind of take a minute and brainstorm because I'm in a cell. So, yeah. I guess because my memory from trauma is brainstorming can become problematic. Yeah. Today's weather is so great. And you know what St. Michael said? That God did it for his heroes. His heroes are the GRU, are the Pentagon, are all of you. Men and women. Okay? And yesterday was hell on earth, okay? 97 degrees. The very next day, you notice it was like this weather. Beautiful. It's for you. Yeah, it was all for you guys and gals. So enjoy it because you're out there. Mama Cita's trapped in here. I know, but not for long. And that's that. Yeah, the weather's really, I noticed, I'm like, wow, that was an act of God. No, it was. So he did that for you all. The next thing on the menu, let's just talk about something here. That's my poor little memory gland I have. It's from prolonged trauma. Just a few weeks of just not being in a terror cell, trapped in a cell, a room. My memory gland will be pushing out those little electrons or whatever's in there. I'll be fine, okay? But as long as I'm still in this imprisonment thing that they're doing, my memory gland said, I'm cutting out, is what it did. Okay. So on the menu next, what was it? I know it's German. Poor boys. We're going to do the poor boys because I was in the little tiny fridge I have and I saw my bread because my memory gland is bad. And I'm like, Mama, the bread, make those poor boys. So I got the shrimp out and that's going to come up. And thanks to the GRU and the Pentagon, Mamacita, hopefully I won't be here, but it's getting down to, we're just not going to talk about all that stuff, okay? I know that. Wherever I am, I'm going to make the poor boys. You do the pinko. You do it by that recipe. That recipe is green lighted to me. Do it all. The sauce, do it. And you don't have to have a French bread, but it's, like I said, a sturdy loaf there. I'm going to make the poor boys. I'm using cabbage. I don't have any tomatoes. Getting groceries is near impossible, but I can't talk about the terrace cell. So I'm going to do cabbage in the sauce. I think this will be fine. I still have something, vegetable on there. And that's tomorrow, right? We're going to aim for that. I have the fish curry and this wonderful vegan vegetable dish. And yeah, I'm just thinking. I wonder if you could do. I have the bread. It's just for conversation's sake. You couldn't call it you could actually. It'd be like a Indian po' boy. You could use naan bread. Naan bread. And put stuff in the naan bread, sure, okay. Or you don't have to put stuff in the naan bread. And you could do the shrimp with the panko, do the sauce, and use that as your bread. Then what's this? An Indian naan bread, po' boy. Yeah, I think it'd be good. It's not pita bread, it's naan bread. There's a difference. And then India makes, I'm gonna just chat here. India makes this bread I have not made yet, and if I have, I don't remember. I'm making a joke. I bet I'll make this next bread like I've made it, I know, 100 times before, and I'm still trying to think of a good excuse to explain this. Because I can't, I know, but we're just gonna pass that one by. It's this flat bread I gotta do next. And this thinking about chutneys, I'm just kind of ad-libbing here. We're moving on. Pivot. The chutneys. See, I was thinking chutneys, there's so many nice small businesses that make, and they're very proud, and they should be, of their incredible chutneys. I don't want to make all the chutneys and do everything. I'll never stop doing these things if I only do chutneys and Indian food. You know what I mean? It's pretty complicated. It would take a lot of my time, and I would find that this is where most of my time is going. And I don't choose to do that. There's so many wonderful small businesses that make chutneys, for example. Let me just get some of their chutneys. Yeah, chutneys are wonderful. Yes. But make your yogurt thing. And yeah. When I get out of here, I'm doing what I wrote. I've been planning this for 5 years. The refrigerated, the ones you put in the fridge, and the dry. Yeah, Italian, of course, but Spanish. Spanish from Latin America and Spain. I'm doing my own sausages. It's like a mission I'm on. I'm going to do this, especially after 5 years of not being allowed. No, it's not allowed. That's the wrong word, but forget it. Anyways, no, I'm really going to. It's like I'm going to get on that right away. It'll be really fun. For someone like me, yeah, it would be. Is doing that. And then I think I might add to my desires some Polish, because I eat it a lot. I buy it a lot. The kielbasa, but we'll see, because it wasn't on my initial desires. I think that one's rather complicated. Again, with the small businesses, there's small businesses that make probably better Polska kielbasa than I do. If I can find that locally, there's somebody who's making this phenomenal local small business, let me do that. Let me try what they have to sell. Our economy will not be tinkered with. So what you'll find is food is not impossible to buy, okay? All right, that's all I'll say. I'm up to 13 minutes, that's fine. But this is what my desires are, and I'm thinking, yeah, okay. Not everybody can do this stuff, I know. So, all right. Maybe a small catering company. Okay, I'll think about it. Because somebody might say, oh my goodness, Heidi's making Spanish sausage in her house. They don't want to be rude and ask, can I have some? But if I'm selling it for dirt cheap, they don't feel rude. It's just kind of my excuse to share the sausages with people. So it's my excuse, because they're really good, yeah. All right, but my main goal here is to publish all this so that people know how to do it. Because in society, before it fell off the wagon, they did a lot of that already. And that kept the family structure and the civilization solid. It's really simple. Some things are, not all things, but some things, your cornerstones, I think, aren't too complicated. No. So what else? Rambling. I'm trying to go to a few more seconds to make a 15-minute little narration. Now, there's nothing that was prolific here that I said. No, I know that. But we're going to end it now. I'm just basically saying hi and talking about food because I don't know what else to say while I'm imprisoned. I don't have a very big world. No, literally I don't. Okay, bye.